Hello, Chris Green here with the Flood Insurance Guru. And today, in video 4, we're talking about flood losses with the National Flood Insurance Program. Or even, NFIP Direct, Write-Your-Own carriers. How do you find flood losses on a property? So today we briefly want to talk about where you can possibly go to find these flood losses. Maybe a property you're looking at buying, maybe a property you already own. It's one of the big struggles we hear from people every day is, I wish there was somewhere I could go to find these flood losses. And there actually is. And today we're going to show you how to get these, and we're going to show you how these could possibly impact your rates in the future. So, flood losses, where do you go to find them? Well, with the National Flood Insurance Program, due to privacy laws, the National Flood Insurance Program only discloses these losses to the current property owner, whether it's an investor, a primary property. So let's start with if you're the property owner. If you're the property owner, you can click here to look at where you can go to access this information. You can use your email, fax, or even call the National Flood Insurance Program to obtain these losses. Now, how long do these take to get? Well, in many situations, these losses can be received within a few days, up to sometimes 2 weeks, depending on how they are requested. But what will happen is the National Flood Insurance Program is going to give you a list of losses that they have ever paid out on a property, all the way back to the 70s. So this is going to give you an idea of how many flood losses a property has had. Maybe a property had 5 flood losses before you bought it and you didn't know it. Well, you're going to have this information. The other thing is the National Flood Insurance Program generally is going to be sending this information out to you every year on your renewal, but it's going to be completely separate from your flood insurance policy. You're going to be getting this with an acknowledgement form. So that's how flood losses can be found. Now, what kind of impact can these have on the rates? Well, with FEMA's new program, they do a 20-year look back. So let's say you were to have a flood loss this year. Then what happens is they do a 20-year look back to see if you've had any previous losses. Let's just say you've had one other loss in the last 20 years. Then you have a multiplier of 2 now that could be used as the claims variable when determining your renewal flood insurance rate. So it's important to understand these flood losses can have an impact on your rates with the National Flood Insurance Program. So this is how you find the flood losses, and this is the impact that flood losses could possibly have. Thank you.